And to start with, I would like to welcome you all. Thank you very much for spending some time with us. And for the next 2 hours, you're going to have a pure entertainment. And I'm pretty sure you're going to be very happy you came. So welcome again for Toastmasters as well as our guests. And my name is Rasa. I am here to make sure that this meeting is running smoothly and that we helping each other out to achieve our goals. So, like in every meeting, we are recording this meeting as well. And every time we have some ground rules to adhere just to make sure that everything goes smoothly. And since I'm doing this introductory speech quite often now, actually every time I have to go through these ground rules, I decided to make it a little bit more fun and just for people to engage and remember and listen of what I am saying, I decided today to rhyme it. So that's right, I made a poem for you guys. And I hope that you're going to embrace it and take it a little bit with the humor. So these are about the rules. This meeting has just 3 rules. Keep them up and we are cool. Your phone is silent when you speak. You would not want for it to squeak. When you don't speak, mute all your actions, so we avoid any distractions. Politics, sex, and all religions, these topics are left only for pigeons. I hope you had a bit of fun, and now my poem's work is done. So I hope you're going to remember our rules. And there is another very important point that I want to make. And it is actually why we are here, why we are meeting, and what kind of mission we are trying to achieve. So I'm going to read out the club's mission. And this is brilliantly put together sentence. Well, they put the point across. So our club's mission is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. So have it in the back of your head and see how we are helping each other to achieve just that. Now the time came to introduce the lady, someone who is going to speak now. I will give my virtual microphone to her. She is always talking with a smile, and as she says herself, she's a risk taker. She is always willing to try new things and new responsibilities. Today, she is trying the role of the acting president on this meeting. And I would like you to give a huge round of applause for Toastmaster Bea.
Thank you for that wonderful introduction, TM Rasa. And as always, you never cease us to amaze you with your zest and originality. So last night, I came across the story of this elephant rope. I'm not sure if you've heard it, so for those who have, allow me to share it again. And for those who haven't, I hope you learned something from it. So this story, there was a gentleman who visited an elephant camp. And he noticed that these elephants weren't being kept in cages or in big chunk of chains. And all that was holding them from escaping or holding them back from escaping is this small piece of rope tied to their leg. So because the man was very curious, he asked the trainer why these elephants never tried to break free. And so the trainer replied, when these elephants were very young and much smaller than it is now, we used the same size of rope to tie them and hold them. And so when they grow up, they are conditioned to believe that they cannot break away from the rope that holds them. Hence, they never tried to break free. Similarly, in our life, there are things that tried us to hold us up. But believing that you can do anything is the first step to achieving the possible. And of course, the second step is actually actualizing those beliefs into action. And that is why we're all here today, because we have one goal, which is to become the best version of ourselves. So with that, in behalf of our President, DTM Rahim, I would like to welcome you all, especially our guests and fellow Toastmasters, in our Universal Toast Meeting number 38. So I'm so happy today to see fresh faces and as well as familiar ones. And a very warm welcome to all of you. And I hope to hear uh, some introduction from our guests. Let me start with Paul. Can you please introduce yourself? Like, just tell us how you have heard about Toastmaster. Well, actually, Paul is a friend, so I've invited him. But I still wanted to ask him, what are your expectations for today's meeting?
You can hear me now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, thanks, Bea. Hi, good morning. My name is Paul. I'm from Philippines. So I heard Toastmaster from my friend Bea, and I'm just excited to learn new things about and to improve my communications. That's why I joined here. Okay, and I hope what are my expectations? Just to have to meet new friends and also to help each other. Like if I can contribute or get new learnings from you guys, and let's just enjoy. Okay,
Yeah, thank you,
have a good
Paul.
day.
Yes, I hope you really enjoyed today's meeting. So we also have new names. Miss Monique. Miss Monique, could you please introduce ourselves to us? If this is your first time, we would like to hear from you, and we would love to know what is your expectations for Toastmasters and how you have known this. How you have heard about us? All right, we'll get back to you. We also have Miss Ayesha. Hi, Miss Ayesha. Good morning. How are you?
Yeah, good morning, ma'am, and good morning to all of you there. My name is Aisha, and I'm from India. I have heard about the Toastmaster from my colleagues. Recently, I have been again shifted to UAE, and I have joined a school. And there, my colleagues are the members of the Toastmaster Club, and I really want to join this group so that to build my confidence. And I heard that public speaking is encouraged here. So I hope I can be a good public speaker. So that is why I have joined the group.
Definitely, Miss Ayesha. Thank you for that, and welcome to
Thank you, ma'am.
Toastmasters Club. Yeah. We also have our guest, Miss Nayana. Hi, Miss Nayana. How are you?
Hi, everybody. Good morning, and thank you, Bia. Or to all the guests and members here, my name is Naina. I've been a Toastmaster since 2010. I have forgotten the number of years because earlier we used to say 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. So now to keep it constant, I just say 2010. Now you guys calculate how many years. And this is a platform which has given me wings. They have given me friends, which has given me lifelong friends. So if you're still not a Toastmaster, this is the right platform to join and explore yourself. Because every time we give our speech, we look back into our own good times we spend in our life, and we come and share it with everybody in the platform. So this is a wonderful platform for all the guests and members. I request you continue your journey, and it may take time to reap whatever you have done, but it will definitely come back to you. Good morning, and I'm the general evaluator today. Thanks for inviting.
Thank you, Miss Nayana. We also have Miss Desiree. Miss Desiree, could you hear us? Do you want to share something about yourself and how you have heard about Universal Toastmaster?
Hi, finally I was able to log in. I was checking for the right link and I just received it 3 minutes ago. My name is Desiree and the reason I joined this club because I was having this session with my company here in Dubai, and one of the steps how you can actually excel in your job is to, and they mentioned about Toastmasters, and I heard about the app, which is a meetup, and I was just checking for Toastmasters Club, and this is actually the first one I've seen so far, and it looks like a legit one, and I hope I will be able to get more insights in this Toastmasters club, and it will be able to help me boost my career and gain more self confidence in my job because I really want to excel in my job and get climb up to the ladder of success. So yeah, welcome everybody, and I hope you'll accept me as one of your team member. And I don't know, you tell me how this goes. This is my first time to actually join this club ever.
Yes, definitely you're on the right path, Miss Desiree, and we're looking forward to see you again for the next meeting. So let me also welcome Miss Myanmar, if that's right. Yes,
Yes, you can call me Mo.
Mo.
Myanmar is
Yeah.
my country. Yes. Okay. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello everyone. My name is Mo, and I'm originally from Myanmar. And also, I start this this conversation, this Talkmaster from media application. And the reason why I'm here is to improve my English skill and to get knowledge from all of you and to make a lot of new friends internationally. Yeah, that's my reason why I'm here. So thank you.
Yes, thank you for that sweet introduction, Miss Mo. Let me also call on to Miss Tara. Miss Tara, are you able to share with us how you have learned about Toastmasters and what is your expectations about today's meeting?
Okay, hi. So, as you said, my name is Tara. This is my first time joining this meetup, this Toastmasters. The reason I joined is because I just started a new job 6 months ago, and within this job, I have to do a lot of presentations and impromptu speeches. So I'm hoping through this Toastmasters I can improve my skills within this.
Very well. Yes, we all have it here in Toastmasters. Thank you for that, Miss Tara. And we have a returnee, Mr. Jamil. Hi, Mr. Jamil. It's good to see you back again to this meeting. Could you share with us, for the benefit of all our guests, and what has been why do you still continue to attend Toastmasters meeting and how has been your journey with us so far?
Actually, I attended the earlier events. Okay, so today as well, I was just too scared to join again. I was just not feeling that great that I miss. I was just too nervous. But then, as I joined, and you told regarding that elephant rope, I came to know that no, I need to do it. I was actually scared for table topics because last time I didn't was not able to say anything regarding that topic. But today, I'm going to try my best. Thank you so much.
Very well, Mr. Jamil. Yes, actually, we all started from that. But then, as we always continue to this journey, you'll sure be able to pass that phase through. So, we also have Miss Anas Tabet. Miss Anas or Mr. Anas, could you share with us your introduction, please? All right. Maybe I should also move to Miss Valentina. Miss Valentina?
Hi, yes. How are you?
Hi, good. Thank you. Good to see you here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, basically, my case is a bit similar to Tara's. I moved recently to Dubai 6 months ago, and I work in a branding and marketing firm here. And also, part of my role is to is to have presentations, to have client meetings. So yeah. So basically, one of the things that I want to do is really work on my presentation skills and communication skills, and just yeah, basically that as well.
Thank you for that and welcome to Universal Toastmasters Club. We also have Miss Vidya Patel. Miss Vidya, can we hear from you? All right. How about Mr. Azam Khan? Hi, Mr. Azam.
Yeah, hi, how are you?
How are you?
Uh,
Yes.
I got to know about Toastmaster I've been hearing about Toastmaster for a very long time from a lot of my friends and colleagues. And definitely it is a very great platform, but I could never join it. Why I want to join it? Because yes, I feel that there are certain things which are lacking about public speaking, where you can confidently express your views. It's very important. We all have a lot of views about ourselves and about a lot of issues, but when it comes to speaking in front of people, you miss out a lot of things. So I think this is the platform which will enhance me to develop that skills where I can talk freely. And I'm looking forward to it, that I will achieve my goal for which I am joined. Thank you.
Very much. Very welcome to all of you. It's so impressive to see all these new faces, fresh faces, and our fellow Toastmasters. So, for the benefit of guests and as a refresher to our members, I would share with you a slide of what is Toastmasters, because a lot of people ask what is Toastmasters and what is this about. So, TM Raza, are you able to? Yes, here.
Hello.
Hi, yes. Okay. Can you please let me know if you're able to see my screen right now?
Yes, we are.
I can see.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, what is Toastmasters? To begin with, we are a nonprofit educational organization that teaches you public speaking skills and leadership skills. All thanks to our founder, Dr. Ralph C. Smedley, who organized this group in October 1924 with the intention to help others to learn these skills. So currently, we have 364,000 active members worldwide with more than 16,200 clubs in 145 countries. So, just like in any organization of the company, we have a structure. So, we have the members, which is the most important asset or the core of the Toastmasters organization. And then these members will form clubs. Clubs, and each club belongs to areas, and these areas belongs to division and so on to district, from regions, and at the top four, and to the Toastmasters. So, what do you actually gain from joining Toastmasters? First, you improve your public speaking skills. So we have a what we call pathways, wherein we're able to uh, we're able to uh, we have pathways, 11 pathways. We're able to identify which one we would like to go with, and then we'll have all these projects like speeches and all this. And then we also have building leadership skills. So aside from having these projects and speeches, we also have, you can also build your leadership skills as you're able to become part of a team, a diverse and dynamic team, and then you'll be able to use these skills to enhance your leadership skills. Moreover, we are not just into public speaking and leadership, but also it is a great platform wherein you meet new friends, have your network, and then maximize your potential. And build your self-confidence and self-awareness. So what makes Universal Toastmasters unique? So usually we have individual orientation sessions. It is also one-on-one, and we have effective mentoring system. You can choose who do you want to be mentored, or a person who you want to be your mentor. And of course, we encourage everyone to get chances of stage time as much as possible. So we encourage everyone to speak, and so that they could practice their public speaking skills. And of course, we would love everyone to take challenge and test their leadership skills. So we always have these speeches and club members and everything. So we also guide you at each step of your Toastmasters journey. So now it's time to introduce you to our very dynamic and self-motivated and multilingual person. He has been in Toastmasters family for over 5 years, and he has served on several leadership roles, which includes President, VPPR, Area Director, PQD, and is currently he's serving as the VPPR of the Universal Toastmasters Club. So help me welcome our very own DTM Javed Khan as our Toastmasters of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bia, the acting president. And before I begin the meeting, I would just admit one thing. Maybe someone had problem with joining the meeting. So I just realized, and I shared the exact link of the meeting, and I believe that I have told everyone, all the guests that we had invited. So I'm glad to see the participants have reached now 26. So, and everybody almost has introduced the introduction about themselves. They have spoken why they are here. And I just got one thing, that if you are seeking something, you will get it at the end of the day. So I believe whoever there to join the meeting, they just asked. And as the theme says, the genius within you. And I think one of the traits of the genius is you ask questions. So they did, and they're now here. So I thank for being here. And as you see that the theme of the meeting is the genius within you. But before I dwell into the theme and I speak more about it, I would love to share the agenda that we have for today. And I'll show you who are the role players and who are going to help me to conduct today's meeting successfully. All right. So if you are ready, okay, I have to, when somebody is speaking, please mute yourself. If not, then I will mute you. Anyway, so here we are. Let me share with you the agenda so you see how the meeting is going to run today. All right. So are you able to see the agenda, the meeting number 38? 1 or 2, you just say yes or show me the icon. Are
Yes,
you? Yes. All right. So the meeting agenda is like this. We have already started. The acting president, Toastmaster Bia, has already spoken, and now is the TMOD, Toastmaster of the day, or you can say the host of the meeting. It's me. And the first role player is the timer, then comes the word master who will share a word of the day, and then we have in the second segment, which is the main segment, our prepared speakers. Let me show you here. These prepared speeches, we have 3 speakers, and then we have table topic session, and then we have evaluation followed by general evaluation. And I believe that all the role players are in the meeting, so there is no changing in the agenda. And before I begin the meeting, I will share with you the power presentation about the theme that we are going to discuss about it during the meeting. All right. So let me go to the, hold a second, just minimize. Okay. So say yes if you are able to see this PowerPoint. Anybody?
Yes. Yes, sir.
All right. Yes. So the question is, are you a genius? What is the answer?
No.
No? Who said no?
It's Aisha.
Aisha, why do you think that you are not a genius?
I don't feel that I am a genius. Don't know
All
why.
right. And do you know who the guy is in the picture?
Yeah, that's Isaac Newton.
Who?
Isaac Newton, is it?
Is the answer right? Participants, audience?
Albert Einstein.
It is Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein.
Oh.
All right.
Einstein.
Okay, everybody is a genius because a genius is someone who asks questions, and genius is also someone who answers the questions. All right. So guys, we all are genius, and let's move on. And there is the definition of the genius. What is a genius, and who can read it loud and from the audience?
What is a genius? Unusually great intelligence, skill, or artistic ability.
All right. So what is intelligence? All right, I'm not here to give you a lecture. So this is the definition, guys, as per the dictionary, Oxford Dictionary. You can see on the screen, a genius is usually great intelligence, skill, or artistic ability. All right. So the first, these are the components I'm going to present you throughout the meeting. And let's see what are the components. The first components, as we see, is the intelligence, the ability to acquire and apply knowledge and skills. So I think we all have knowledge and we all have skills, and we all apply in our life. So be happy that you are an intelligent or a genius person. All right, so let me come back to the main screen, and as per the agenda, I will share with you that I said I'm not alone. I have other silent role players who are going to help me throughout the meeting. And for that, I have very special person, someone who's genuinely or usually who is on the air, but I'm lucky to have you today on ground, and she has agreed to be the timer of the meeting. She's someone who has joined recently, and she's someone who I think she is the brand of Universal Toastmasters Club throughout the world, as well as the brand ambassador of Toastmasters International organization at large. And what I mean by that is Toastmaster Lisa. So Toastmaster Lisa, tell us about the timing mechanism, that how you are going to control the meeting today.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you very much for the great introduction. I have the schedule for today about the timing. Thank you also to Rasa for your input. She was timer last time. So today we have speeches. They are 5 to 7 minutes. On 5 minutes, I will show you this green card. Okay, on 6 minutes, yellow card. And on 7 minutes, red card. And the speaker will have 30 seconds grace period to conclude the speech. Then we have the table topics. The table topics on 1 minute, I'll show the green card. On 1 minute and 30 seconds, so 1.5, it's a yellow card, and on 2 minutes, the red card. Speaker will have 30 seconds grace period to conclude the speech. And in the end, we have the evaluations. Evaluations will be on 2 minutes, a green card. On 2 minutes and 30 seconds, a yellow card. And on 3 minutes, a red card. The speaker will have 30-second grace period to conclude the evaluation. I would like to ask everyone to watch my screen closely, as this will give you a very great indication. And yeah, over to you, Javid.
Thank you so much. So, guys, let's give a big round of applause to Toastmaster Lisa for that wonderful introduction of the role. All right, so let's move on. And today we have another special person. We have already seen her on screen. Someone who begins always the meeting with a smiling face. Someone who has been just recently joined Universal Toastmasters Club, all the way from Lithuania, now landing in Dubai. And we can see her. She is very new to us, and she is one of the most creative members we have seen in every single meeting, as she's also the sergeant at arms, and every time she comes with some creative idea. So wonderful. What I mean by that is Toastmaster Rasa, and the virtual stage is yours, Toastmaster Rasa. You are the word of the day master as well. Let's see what we have brought in terms of a word.
Okay, thank you so much for nice introduction. I will share my screen to show you the word of the day. And give me 2 seconds. Can you see it or not yet? Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So this is the word of the day today, and I was thinking what to select. So what I came towards to was word hark. And this, normally on Toastmasters, we talk about how to deliver a speech as well. But the word hark means actually to listen, because when someone's delivering a speech, is also very important to listen. And in Toastmasters, we have this role who is evaluator. That means that person have to listen very carefully. And that's why I thought this word would be very appropriate today. So the definition of hark is to pay close attention or to listen. And it is a verb. The history of it came from 14th century, and there was different ways of using it. So from Middle English, it was used as harken. Old High German used it as horchen, and Old English said heran, and that was more not to listen, but actually to hear, which is active listening, right? Now, the example in a sentence of hark would be more of if you want someone to pay attention and you say, hark, I can hear the music. Or it can be just in a normal sentence. For example, it is only natural for them to hark to him. Now, the other very common way of using this word would be as an idiom, and this is an expression. If you put another word back, so hark back means to remember or to recall. And for example, I often hark back to my childhood days when I used to play without a care in the world. So now I would like to ask you to use this word somewhere in the sentence, and I will choose one of our guests, perhaps Tara. Tara, can you use the word hark or hark back in a sentence?
Yes, sure.
Okay.
That's a difficult one. I'm sorry.
All right, so hark, that would be to listen, or hark back would be to remember something or to recall.
Okay, I am going to hark to the speeches today.
Very good, thank you. That's very good example. Okay, I'm gonna go to one more, which is a azam. Azam, would you like to use this word in a sentence?
Today I'll be harking back to my adventure sports, which I have been doing for a couple of years.
Okay, thank you very much. Now I will be making a report and counting everyone who was using this word. So if you use it, I will count you and then I will let you know all the numbers later on. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Javed.
All right, thank you. Yeah, somebody's saying something.
Yes.
Yes.
Regarding just out of curiosity, so would you say I'm harking back or I hark back, just to have like the proper way of saying it? I'm not really sure, or both are valid.
Yes, you can use I am harking back often, for example, or I can say I hark back to the days. So
right.
Yes, it can be used both ways.
So what I said, excuse me. So what I said, harking back, was correct, or?
Yes, it is correct. It can be used that way as well. Very versatile. So whatever way you're going to use it, I will count you in.
Thank you.
Great, thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Toastmaster Rasa. And audience, let's give Rasa a huge round of applause. All right, and thank you, those who use the word. I think you are going to be the winner. So I encourage everyone to use the word hug back. I can easily hug back my first meeting when I entered in the room for the Toastmasters. But luckily now we are in the virtual world. We can connect from everywhere in the world, from any corner, from the comfort of your home. All right, so let's move on and let's begin the show. We have 3 heroes today that they are prepared well and they're going to perform among us. We have 2 icebreaker speeches. Can you believe that? Someone who is just going to start the journey. Because we say that every great journey starts with a single step, and in the Toastmasters, every Toastmaster journey has begun or begins or will begin the very first speech that is known as the icebreaker. So we have 2 icebreakers today, and we have another speaker today. And the first speaker I'm going to present on the screen is someone that I would present. But before that, I would request the evaluator, Toastmaster Medhat, to read out the objective of the speech, please.
Thank you, Didi Vanessa. Good morning, everyone. My speaker is going to deliver the first speech of Toastmasters Journey, which is known as the Icebreaker. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. Timer, please note down the speech length will be 4 to 6 minutes. The speech title is A Journey Through My Life. All the best. Over to you, DTMSC.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Medhat. You are the evaluator. And I'm really thrilled to call this speaker because this is a historical moment. We are witnessing and we're recording because this is the very first speech. You will deliver many, many speeches in the future, but this moment will never come in your life. So I'm not going to introduce you because it is your time. You are going to introduce yourself to the audience, and the virtual stage is yours, Toastmaster Hussain Mannan.
Thank you so much. Can I get the screen shared? Yeah, I've got it. How many of you are familiar with BFS? Anyone?
Not familiar.
Not BFS.
Okay, I'll give you another hint. It's a superpower. Is there anyone now? Any guesses what BFS is? All right, Well, I'm confident that the next question I pose will spark some responses. What do you guys think my age is? Any responses?
Yes, 30.
30. Okay. Anyone else?
27.
27. Okay. Anyone else? Last one.
Mid-30s.
30s. All right. Distinguished Toastmasters and guests, my name is Hussein Mannan Daruwala, and I was born on November 15, 1994, in the year of the dog, and I belong to the millennial generation. And today I turn exactly 26 years, 9 months, and 4 days. Thank you all for being part of my icebreaker speech. Okay. So I'm the second child in my family, and I have an older sister. Here is a fun fact. There is a 12 years age difference between the two of us. Legend has it that my sister was the reason for my birth because she used to pray to God to have a baby brother because she didn't have anyone to tie a Rakhi to on Raksha Bandhan. Raksha Bandhan is an annual Hindu ceremony where sisters of all ages tie a small amulet on their brother's wrist. In return, the brothers promise to safeguard the sister from all harms and take responsibility for any potential care in the future. I don't know, some of you might be thinking, isn't Hussein Mannan a Muslim name? Yeah, I was born into a Muslim household, but I was also born in Mumbai, one of the world's most diverse and friendly cities, where we celebrated all festivals of all religions with equal zeal, regardless of the creed, the caste, or the ethnicity. I arrived in UAE 16 years ago, and ever since then, this country has treated me as one of its own. During this 16 years in UAE, I've gone through a lot of wonderful phases, and I'm going to take you through to some of them. The first phase would be the grade 5 phase. The second phase would be the emo phase. The third phase would be the bald phase. The fifth phase, which I hate the most, is going to be the cringe phase. After this, there is the graduation phase, where I graduated from Manipal University, Dubai, with a Bachelor's of Business Administration. Following that is currently working as the sales support manager phase. And after that, very recently, there is the gym phase or the fitness phase. On weekends, I enjoy trekking, badminton, playing cricket, or just gathering with some of my closest friends and playing Monopoly until we reach this point in the game. After that, it's game over. I've had a lot of amazing experiences in my life, but the most amazing thing to ever happen to me would be my parents' decision to bring me into this world. The genius within me wishes to give you one bit of advice. Do not run a marathon without practicing first. You may have all the confidence in the world, but the leg cramps which will follow will make you second guess your decision for the rest of your life. During my speech, I asked you guys what my age was. Interestingly, a lot of you told me I'm 30, whereas my whole life I've been called younger. So let me tell you, initially I told you guys about BFS, which was a superpower. I have that superpower, and it stands for baby face syndrome. Throughout my life, I've been called younger for my age. So I was glad to know that some of you think I'm 30. Before I go, I would just like to share my favorite poem from a poet called Faiz Ahmed Faiz, Dil Na Ummeed. Dil na ummeed nahi, naakaam hi to hai. Lambi hai gam ki shaam, magar shaam hi to hai. Thank you very much. That's all from me.
Wow. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hussain. We all were so intrigued in your speech, and I would request everyone in the audience to give 15 seconds take and give your feedback to the first speaker we had. All right, can we stop the screen share, please, Toastmasters? All right, we have the second speaker, and as it's already mentioned, that is also that is another icebreaker. Okay, now I can see everyone on the screen. All right, so we have the second speaker, and that is going to be another icebreaker speech. Generally, we were in physical meetings, we would give you a standing ovation, but in this virtual world, we can give you a lot of emojis and a lot of quick feedback, a lot of encouragement. So I think this is even better. So we have another speaker, and before I move to the speaker and I announce the name of the speaker, I would request his evaluator as well, Toastmaster Bia, to please read loud the objective of the speech.
Yeah, thank you, DTM Asan. The purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself or to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. So timer, please note that his timing speech length would be 4 to 6 minutes. And over to you, DTM Asan. All the best. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bia. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time to announce the second speaker who is also going to present his very first speech, another historical moment before us. And who is that? That is Toastmaster Naveen Kumar. Toastmaster Naveen, the virtual stage is yours.
Hello everyone. Life is what happens when you are busy making other plans. Everyone's life can be written into a book. Thank you, Toastmaster, for introducing me. Hello, dear members and fellow guests. Today, I am with you all to unfold the summary of each chapter in my book. My journey till now can be made into different chapters like my hometown, my personal life, my professional life, and my future plans. The last chapter that I added recently is an interesting one. If you want to know, please wait till the end. So let's move into my first chapter, that is the land of rivers. I was born and brought up in a place called Raichur. It is surrounded by a lot of rivers, so it is called land of rivers. I have spent a lot of my memories from this place, and I did my education here. My grandparents were staying in a village nearby. During our summer holidays, me and my younger brother used to spend in the village. We tried to catch butterflies, go for fishing, climbing trees, or for a swim at the nearby pond. I would also like to share 3 important but unknown factors about my hometown. The first one is, it has the second largest gold resource in my country. 40% of the electricity produced from a state is from this place. It was also known as Cotton City of India because it was producing highest cotton. So let's move on to my second chapter, that is about myself and my family. We are a small family of 4 members. My parents, I have an younger brother. A new member was added 2 years before, that is my wife. I'm an introvert. I like traveling, and I covered most of the places in India, Middle East, and in Africa region. Some of the most prominent places that I covered are man-made wonder Taj Mahal and natural wonder Gorongoro. I like reading books during my free time. Spencer Johnson is my favorite author. Also, I like water sports like snorkeling, scuba diving, and going for a deep sea safari. The next chapter in my book is called Silicon Valley. For most of the middle class family parents, The success of that kid is when he get a job. After my graduation, I moved to a place called Bangalore. It is called Silicon Valley of India. Here I got my first job for a company called Hewlett Packard. I was working as a programmer, and during those days, Stack Overflow was my friend. People who are from programming background can understand the importance of Stack Overflow for a budding programmer. At this point, I came to know about the startups, their work culture, and the faster career growth that they are providing. Eventually, I started working for a startup company. After some time, I got an opportunity to work for a company to move to on-site. One is for UK, the other one is Africa. I went ahead and selected Africa rather than the land of prosperity, that is the West. Most of you might be puzzled why I selected Africa, not UK. This is a very interesting story, but for some other time. So later on, I got few more opportunities to work in Kenya and Middle East. I got to meet a lot of new people, understand their culture, came to know about their lifestyle and different cuisines in these continents. The on-site experience helped me to become a better person professionally as well as individually. Currently, I'm working as an enterprise architect and I'm very proud of this achievement. So the next chapter in my book is my future plans. So I want to create a blog and write articles. This is more related to IT field. I want to write articles related to the current IT trends and how it is benefiting the people. Even though my education and my profession is related to IT, at some point I want to start doing farming. I want to buy a small piece of farmland and I want to grow natural vegetation. I don't want to use any fertilizers, so this will help the environment as well as the people who are buying the products from this farmland. But remember, here also I will use information technology to automate a lot of things. Last but not least, recently I have added a new chapter in my book, and this is called Toastmasters. The summary of this chapter is yet to be completed, but I am looking forward for this. Thank you everyone, and over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Wow, amazing Toastmaster Naveen for your wonderful speech, and I would request again the participants to have 15 seconds and for your quick feedback. All right, we are back in the meeting. I hope everybody has given the feedback. If not now, you can do it during the meeting as well. All right, the third speaker and the last but not the least. Well, a second, before I call upon the stage the third speaker, may I request his evaluator, Toastmaster Wafa Khan, to please read out the objective.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Friday morning. All right, so my speaker today is delivering speech from the Pathways Strategic Relationship, and it's level 1, and it's the title of the speech is Receiving and Helping Others. I think so, that's the title of the speech. Well, let's look at what his objective is. And the purpose of his speech is to present a speech on any topic and then receive a feedback and apply that feedback into the second speech. Timer, I would like you to notice that the timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Can I see my speaker if they can see the timer? Speaker Abdul Salam, can you see the timer? Great, so over to you. Good luck.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Wafa Khan. The next speaker who is coming another engineer, I would say. Universal has a lot of engineers. Someone who has influenced a lot from the very first speech when he represented, and I would say he is another genius we have. He comes always with creativity. And let's present the speaker before any further ado, before the audience, Toastmaster Abdul Subhan. Toastmaster Abdul Subhan, the stage is yours. Good luck.
Thank you, guys. Am I audible? Thank you. Give me a minute, please. Let me start now. The timer, you can start the timing now. Have you guys ever wished to have a friend with you who sticks with you for life? Someone who's a potential support for you. Someone because of whom you're unbelievably thankful. Someone who helps you to be better, who challenges you and wants nothing but the best for you. Good morning, Mr. Toastmaster, my dear Toastmasters and fellow guests. How grateful we are to join this meeting today, to get up today, to see the light of the day, and to join this meeting with beautiful souls, characters who are committed never to give up, the people who pushes us to be more than who we are and never to give up. Let me tell you all that I am grateful to all of you to be here with people who supports me to be on a better path. Being grateful, how beautiful it feels to count the blessings that we have in our lives. But how often do we usually do it? Let me take this opportunity and look back to some of the beautiful incidences that have happened in my life and share their anecdotes with you. I have been fortunate enough to have a friend who's been with me not just from birth but from even before my birth. And as some of you might have already guessed it, yes, that's my identical twin brother, Abdul Qadir. I'm grateful for him, for the support and the challenges that he gave me, and for the best wishes from him. Let me tell you a few of the stories that I have experienced with him. I was a small kid. My height was up to this much, and we were in our old home, and there was a well. And our mother had forbidden us to go near to that well because of security reasons. One day I was curious. I wanted to go there and look inside the well. I went there. I was of this much height and the same height is the wall of the well. I wanted to look inside. I stood on my toes. I put my elbows on the wall and I was looking inside. And at the same moment, my identical twin brother came and he went inside again. And I know what he went inside for. He was going to complain to my mother about me. And I played what's going on inside there. He must be telling, Mother, my identical twin brother is standing near to that well which you have prohibited him to go near to. And by guessing the amount of height he has, I think he's standing on his toes and looking inside. And now my mother had a motive of action against me. And I wanted to save my skin. I looked here and there. All the other doors were closed. But there was something here, unused utensils and some rags. Just to save myself, I sat there and I covered myself with those rags. I was just praying. And then my brother came and he stood at the exact same spot that I was standing on. And now he was looking inside the well, here and there searching for me. And spontaneously my mother came in. She saw my brother looking inside the well. And as you guys can imagine, the next things I heard were the swift movements of my mother's hand and my brother trying to explain to her that it's not him. And I was sitting there relieved. Soon after that, we moved to another new home of us. And it was a big home. And as it has happened with all of us, we want our siblings to accompany us to washrooms at night when we are children. And he asked me to do the same. I gave him the courage. Brother, You can go there. It's nothing of issue. You're audacious enough to embark on this journey. And he was courageous with my words. He went inside, and now I had got an opportunity to exploit. I could prank him now. But the only problem was that my hand was in a plaster of Paris. So I had to cover it with a towel. The nearest towel I found was a white one. And I didn't realize the potential consequences of wearing a white towel outside of a washroom at night until my brother came out of the washroom 5 minutes later. He was about to step out that he saw me and he started shivering. He took this step back, he pointed a finger at me, and he told, "Go away, or else I'll beat the shit out of you." I was not able to contain my laughter. I don't know what would have happened if I stayed there for 2 to 5 more seconds. So I went inside, I told whole of my family what happened. Now he wanted to take a revenge on me, but I'm a proactive person. So whenever used to go to washroom, I used to embrace myself for what's about to come. And I used to tell myself, Subhan, no matter what's going to come, you're not going to lose your cool. Being the youngest, I enjoy some other privileges as well, some such as when my mother asks me to do some work, I go to my identical twin brother and ask him, "Mother is calling for you." And he being the elder one, he has to do the work. And then sometimes he tries to use the same trump card back on me. He comes to me saying, "Brother, mother is calling for you." And then I know, "Brother, I know she's not calling for me. You please go and do the work." And I go inside the room and I lock myself. My father simply doesn't call me a work thief. He has his reasons. I have earned the title with sweat, blood, and tears. Oh, that's another thing, that all these things were in my dream while I was sleeping peacefully in my room. Speaking about peace, how peaceful it is to look back on these beautiful incidences of our lives and to create even more beautiful experiences in our present time so that we can have beautiful stories to tell in the future. My dear fellow Toastmasters, I just want to tell you that we should be grateful for every single small blessing we have in our lives. And let me conclude by saying a small verse from the Quran in which the God says, "La in shakartum la azidannakum." And it can be loosely translated to, "If you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor." Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Abdul for your speech. And I would request again the audience to give you a quick feedback within 10 to 15 seconds. All right, let's move on. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lisa, for being the timer of the first segment, the prepared speeches. May I request you to please read out the timing report, and if everyone has qualified, I request for the voting.
Yes, the good news is that everyone has qualified. And first of all, I apologize. In the first speech, I didn't I placed the colors a little bit early. So Hussein, you had 5 minutes and 15 seconds. And Naveen had 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Abdul Subhan, 7 minutes and 3 seconds, which is correct because his speech 5 to 7 minutes. So everyone is according to the time. Thank you. Over to you, Javed.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Lisa, for that. And guys, you can see a link. So the link is given for the voting, and this is only for the Toastmasters. Doesn't mean if you are member of Universal or not, from anywhere in the world, if you are a Toastmaster, you can vote for the best speaker. If you are a guest, please hold on. We will share with you another link for the voting in table topic session. And if you want to get this honor next time, you become the part of us and join the club as a Toastmaster. All right, so go to your chat box and click on the link. The link is working very well. We have 3 speakers there, Toastmaster Hussain Mannan, Toastmaster Naveen Kumar, and Toastmaster Abdul Subhan. As per your decision, you can vote for the one you like the most. If you have done it, you just show me thumbs up by the icon, so I see the report that how many of you have done. And please avoid if you are not member yet. I see 2 people. So quick, yes, very quick. All the Toastmasters from anywhere in the world, please vote. All right, take your time for voting, and we are halfway in the meeting. We have done it. Before we proceed, I would love to give you 2 to 3 minutes break, not to go anywhere, not to leave the room, to even chit chat. You can sit here and you can talk. This is networking time. If you have any questions, you can, but keep the timing within 3 minutes. And I would request the timer, Toastmaster Lisa, to set the timing for 3 minutes if she can. And you can just stretch your body, give 10 push-ups at least that I'm going to do. And I challenge you to do the same thing, and let's come back. All right. So here, I believe you can listen to music. All right. So if you have any questions, you can ask the one who are available in the members or the guests. They will answer you, but within 2 to 3 minutes, we'll be right back.
The 3 minutes time is up.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Lisa. I'll just give 20 more seconds as grace period. Audience, if you have joined, and before I move to the next segment, I would love to have a photo session. So if you're able to turn on your camera, please do so. When I say you're ready, so be ready. Time is up. Hold a second. So to give you the best shot, don't look at the screen, look at the cam, whatever cam you're using. And if you're able to open the cam, if not able to open the cam, it's absolutely fine. I'm waiting for some cams to open. If you're not able to, you just laugh, okay, like this. So I will understand you are in a situation. Okay, so I'll just move ahead. If you're able to turn on the camera, come on. Think out of the box. Okay, so Muhammad Ali, I can understand you're laughing. So guys, be ready. All right, so look at the camera when I say 3, 2, 1, all right? 3, 2, 1, done. Wait, hold a second. Now I see the second page and I'll see 3, 2, 1. All right, guys, thank you so much. I'm done. You can be normal now. All right, where I am. All right. So we are back again. I hope you had a good push-ups. So who did the best and how many push-ups did you do? Who did the less push-ups? Just 2.
I did 0 push-ups.
You did 0. Wow, that's great. You are the winner, Toastmaster Lisa. All right, guys, so let's move on in our meeting. The next segment is known in Toastmasters fraternity as the table topic session, and this is the time when guests should be ready. Now it is your time and it is your show. And to host the show and to help me with that, we have someone who is by profession an accountant and has been in the UAE or Dubai particularly for the last 10 years, a decade completed. And I believe now he is in India, and I've seen him in Toastmasters from the very first day since he joined. Another Toastmasters Club, and now is member of Universal Toastmasters Club as well, and that is Toastmaster Muhammad Kuti, who is going to conduct the table topic session, going to explain how it is going to be conducted. And before I call him upon the stage, I would request the timer Toastmaster Lisa to tell how many times he has in total to conduct this segment. Toastmaster Lisa, are you there?
Yes, I believe that he has, for the table topics, 1 minute is a green card, 1.5.
That is for the speakers. I'm asking the whole 10 to 15 minutes will give, right?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah, the total timing 10 to 15 minutes to conduct the entire session.
Yes. It's 10 minutes in total. Thank you.
So Toastmaster Muhammad Kuti, please try your best to conduct this session within 10 to 12 minutes so you can take it. All right, go ahead. The stage is yours now. You are muted, sir.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, for the introduction. In every Toastmasters meeting, the most exciting part, I think, it is Tap Dog's section. For some of us, of course, it's scary, it's intimidating. But in my experience, I became a Toastmaster after delivering a Toastmaster speech. It was a challenge for me, and I got acquainted with this situation, and I joined Toastmasters. So I think we have a lot of guests today. They will find how they can perform their speech. So in our daily life, we hear so many proverbs, right? We hear proverbs. Proverbs are some sayings, or we call them adage. These sayings are some concluded facts from the experience of older generations, and they have made it like this. Today, what we are going to do is, I will give you a proverb, and you have to tell the audience, do you agree or not agree from your experience? You have to relate to your experience. You have to tell us what your experience was. So welcome you all to the most exciting session. The time is minimum 1 minute. In 1 minute, the timer will show you green card. Then 1 minute 30 seconds, you will be shown yellow card, and in 2 minutes red card. And after 2 minutes, you have a grace time of 30 seconds. So let's start. Are you ready? Yes. So first of all, I will call an experienced Toastmaster. I think she's a role model for all other Toastmasters. Very enthusiastic, very energetic, and very supportive. And it will be an experience for us when she delivers a tableau speaker, especially for the guests. So, Toastmaster Midhat Siddiqui. Hello? So,
Yes.
I'll give you,
just one request.
Okay.
Since I'm the evaluator, maybe you can give an opportunity to DTM Nayana.
She is the evaluator.
She's tourist generator. I thought it was Toastmaster of Nayana.
Okay, fine. I'll go ahead. Do you want to try the DTMSN?
No. I was saying Toastmaster Nana is the general evaluator.
Fine, go ahead. I'll try then.
So you can pick the number 1 to 10. Any one of one of that. Then I will give you a proverb, and you have to tell us what from experience do you agree or disagree. Okay? So tell me, which number do you select?
Number 8.
Number 8. Number 8. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. I'll show you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Mohammed. Interesting topic. I would totally agree with this thing. Like they say that you need to know your alphabets in order to form words. If you want to become a better communicator, you need to know your alphabets. And once you know your alphabets, you will be able to form them into words. And once you know your words, you will be able to form them into sentences. And then those sentences will tell your story. Similarly, in life, we really need to take the first step in order to reach our destination or whatever goal we have in mind. It always begins with a single step, with the first action that we take, no matter what, regardless which phase of life you are in, what kind of goals you have in mind, what you plan to do, what you intend to do. A journey of 1,000 miles always begins with the first step. So, like a staircase, you have to take the first step. You cannot jump the entire staircase at once. So you cannot jump directly from A to Y or Z. So you have to start from the beginning and go step by step. Similarly, you cannot create a beautiful picture without even putting the first stroke of any color on the canvas. So that's how it goes, that a journey of 1,000 miles begin with the first step. So be it any phase of your life, be it any decision in life, or any goal that you like to achieve in life, you have to take the first step in order to reach the end destination. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Muhammad. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. That was a great speech. The second one, I would like to call one of our Toastmasters, recently joined, but she has grown so much from the beginning. Toastmaster Archa. Which number do you want to select? Toastmaster Archa?
Yeah, 10, Toastmaster Kuti.
A stitch in time saves 9. A stitch in time saves 9. Toastmaster Archa. I'll show you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kuti. A stitch in time saves 9. I totally agree with this proverb because time is money and it is very valuable. You can't afford to waste even a single minute. Just like that. Wasting time is as good as wasting your money because it is as valuable. A second that passes by will never come back. Also, you have to make good use of whatever time you have. A day has only 24 hours, and every hour, every minute, every second is valuable. So, do make good use of whatever time you have in the best possible way, in the most productive way. And that would, I'm looking for the timer, sorry. And move ahead in life by making best use of your time. So I totally agree with this statement that a stitch in time saves 9. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Kuti.
It was very great. So the third one, any one of the guests would come forward? Anybody? Hello. And I'll call you. The third speaker is Usha Kiran. Are you with us? Is Usha? Hello. I think she's away. Oh. Paul Crisper. Hello. Paul Crisper. Are you there? Okay. Then Aisha. Our guest Aisha Yasmin.
Yes, sir.
Which number do you want to select? From 1 to 10.
Number 3.
Number 3. There is no such thing as a free lunch. There is no such thing as a free lunch. I'll show you, Aisha. There is no such thing as a free lunch. Aisha Yasmin.
Yes, sir. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Sir, definitely in life, we will not get anything free of cost. We have to work on it. We have to pay for it. Then only we can achieve something. To achieve something, to achieve a goal, to reach a destination, first we have to work on it. And first we have to work on it to give us our time and so that we can achieve the goal. Otherwise, by just sitting and thinking that yes, without any doing the efforts, we will achieve the goal, it's not possible. Over to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Aisha. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
The next one is
We have
Wallet.
used 10 minutes.
How long we have now?
We
Balance.
we have used the 10 minutes time.
No,
for
yeah.
our thing.
It's done.
Sir, I would like to try.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay, thank you so much, Lisa. Yeah, you can pick up Toastmaster Kuti.
Okay. Then somebody told me you got to.
Sir Jimmy.
So select your number from 1 to
7,
10.
sir.
7. Actions speak louder than words. Action speak louder than words.
Understand words. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you my personal experience, right? So in everything, from means I've read many books and things like that. It always says that if you are just means saying something, if you are not converting that thing into the action, it's gonna take you nowhere. For to start anything in life, you need to take that first step. Do speak, but action is important as well. Otherwise, there would be of no benefit of that words. So very hard. Wait. Take it anything means if you are planning something like you want to open a business, have done all the research, everything, but if you are not trying to take action regarding it, it won't help you anywhere and won't take you anywhere. So it's right that action speaks louder than words, and I completely agree with it. Thank you, and over to you, Mr. Mohammed.
So Rasa, I think the time is over, right? Do we have enough time for another one more speaker? Timer?
We finished our timing.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
Then thank you all.
Yes, a general announcement for
back to
anyone in the
Toastmaster.
guest who would love to try.
Anyone
Open
else?
your mic and say yes if you want to try. The guest, it is your time.
I'll try.
All right, Toastmaster
Okay.
Furhan.
Then select a number from 1 to 10. 10, 3, 7, and 8 are taken.
6.
Any numbers? 6. A bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush. A bird in hand is worth 2 in the bush.
Thank you so much, Table Pocket Master. A word in hand is worth 2 in the bush. I take this as a gratitude because we need to understand, like our speaker mentioned today, that if you are grateful for what you have, you'll be given more. And many times we forget what we have. I hark back to the times when I used to wonder, I want this and I want that. But then I realized is want and want and want keeps on getting bigger. The circle keeps getting bigger. But what do I have? I've got the blessings and I've got everything. A few days back, I developed really bad arm pain. And I started cooking. It was my right arm. I started cooking with my left arm, started eating with my left arm or hand, and started doing things. And I realized I've never been so grateful for the right arm I have. It was so painful to do things with my left arm then, or the hand, then, I just looked at my hands and I said, gosh, what would it be like if I didn't have one hand? So yes, many times we forget what we have. But at the same time, I started being grateful. You know what? I'll take this as an opportunity to do a paradigm shift, trying things, doing a new way, and start writing with my left hand. And that's how it was. So I'm taking this as a gratitude practice. And I'm grateful for the bird I have. And I'm not
Is it the connection issue?
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's move on. Is there anyone else?
From the guests?
Yes.
Hello, team. Hello, guys. My name is Sid.
Yes.
I'm new here. I want to try. I want to give it a try.
Okay, go ahead.
Number
Then
3.
please, please select a number from 1 to 10. Now,
Number
10, 3, 7, 8, and 6 are taken.
Number 3.
Any number.
Number 3.
Number 3 is taken. 3 is taken.
What other number?
10, 3, 7, 8, 6.
7.
Are taken. Sorry, you have the. I'll tell you which one are available. You have 4, 5, 9.
Okay, let's go with 5.
5. When going gets tough, tough gets going. When going gets tough, tough gets going. I'll show you, then you'll get an idea. When going gets tough, tough gets going. Okay, I can proceed.
If I got it right, I think when we are afraid to take risk, the risk will become like a barrier for us. But when we start the first pace, I think we can see that this risk become very light, and we can see we were living in our fear, and this risk is nothing. It's like the difference between fear and risk. This tough, I think it's the equivalent of our fears. So whatever we want to do something, we are afraid to do it, but when we face it, it will just vanish. It's like just living in our mind, but in the reality, it's nothing. I think this is the answer for this, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got it wrong. Thank you.
Thank you. Maybe wrong, maybe right. But the thing is, we have to speak. We are speaking. We get more confident. That's
Yeah. That's the purpose. Yeah, you're right.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you all. I think the time is over. So see you next time. And you have news tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I am joining you in Dubai. Okay. Thank you all. Bye. Back to Tiamun.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Muhammad Kuti, for conducting this session very successfully. And I would request the timer, Toastmaster Lisa, to please let us know if all the speakers have qualified.
Yes, I have harked to all these speeches. It was beautiful. I hark back that all of them were great. Especially when I heard guest Wafa also using the word hark as well. I have time and everyone is qualified. So Midhat 1 minute 28 seconds, Archa 1 minute 23 seconds, Ayesha only 44 seconds. Is it qualified or not? Jamil 1 minute 8 seconds, Wafa 1 minute and 50 seconds, then the camera stopped, and Sid 1 minute and 3 seconds. So only one question for Ayesha, 44 seconds, a little bit less. So maybe I would say that next time try to complete 1 minute at least. Okay? Thank you. Oh, Javed.
Thank you so much, Lisa, for your encouraging report, I would say. And may I request Toastmaster Rasa to share the link for the voting. And in this segment, all the members present here, they can vote for the best speakers if they have heard them speaking. So I'll be waiting for the link. In the meanwhile, you can, yes, the link is available. It is Menti link, and we have Toastmaster Midhat Siddiqui, Toastmaster Archa, the guest Jamil, Toastmaster Wafa Khan, and guest Sid. So as per your choice, you can select the best speaker, and the guests are allowed here to vote. All right, guys, so let's move on. I have to apologize to someone very special in the member, and as per my agenda and as the host, I apologize for that, for not introducing her to the meeting, and she is the grammarian. So we have a word of the day master, and there is always someone who is the grammarian. So she's noticing all the grammatical errors we are making, and the beautiful part is that though I did not introduce her, she is doing the job. And you know who she is? She is the secretary of the club. She is an electrical engineer, and she's also assisting the Area 56 director. May I request Toastmaster Archer briefly to introduce your role, please?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Javed. I'm the grammarian and art counter for the day, so I'll be noting you down your grammatical mistakes and also the filler words like ahs and ums, and also some great usages and quotes that you use. And I'll present the report at the end of the session. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster Javed.
Thank you so much, and I'm glad that you have been harking since the very beginning of the meeting. So thank you, and thank you again. So ladies and gentlemen, we have reached till the end now, and we're just little far from the end of the meeting, but the question still remains, are you a genius? I believe yes, so far you are. And let me share with you the screen. What was the first trait, if you still remember, to be a genius? Intelligence. I think.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. All right. So what would be the second and the coming forward? Now I think you can see the screen. Say yes if you can.
Yes.
Yes, we can.
All right, so let's move on. What is the second? Oh my God, this picture has been taken from a vegetable vendor in India, and look at this. Is it something you can call it creativity?
Definitely, sir.
Definitely you can. So look at it. You cannot find this image as of now on Google, by the way. And let's move on. Thinking out of the box. So look at this fish and look at the other fish. The grammatical error, if it, I wouldn't say fishes, but look at the other. So think always out of the box. This is one of the traits of the intelligent or genius people are curiosity. How many of you have done it when we were kids? Do you find yourself curious? I'm now curious. All right, let's move on. Abstract thinkers are the genius people. The ability to think about objects or principles and ideas that are not physically present. It is related to symbolic thinking, which uses substitution of symbol for an object or idea. I'm not going to ask you to explain the whole thing, but the idea is, if you are a genius, I know there are many things that you cannot see or feel. For instance, when the table topic master among all of us 23 calls our name, do we really feel something? My name is being asked now. We are all here and we have to come out of our comfort zone. And now I would say we are living in this new normal virtual world. And now there is a skill you can learn. And one of the genius traits is to being skillful. And what the skill is, can anyone tell me what we are learning as one singular skill in these virtual meetings? I would request anyone to turn on the mic and say that what is one skill that we were not learning during our physical meetings? Anyone?
To still socialize.
Socialize. Okay. What else?
Using the new technologies.
All right. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Wafa Khan and Toastmaster Lisa. Both are absolutely right. And for me also, I would second Toastmaster Lisa, as we are using a new skill, which is how to fetch the camera. And everybody is now able to use cameras, use your voiceovers or your talent and record it. So make a history. Now this is a wonderful thing happening in this new normal. Let's move ahead. The next session is coming, as we call it, evaluation session. One of the most important things, we have seen all the role players prepare speakers and table topic speakers as well. And now is the time for the evaluators to come on a stage and tell what went so well and what is still remaining to upskill all the speakers. And the first evaluator we have, one of the youngest, I would say, one of the most energetic, one of the most smiling face, one of someone that we have seen multitasking, multi-talented, who is none other than the previous president of Universal Toastmasters and currently serving Area 56, the area director, Toastmaster Midha Siddiqui, as the first evaluator of the first speaker. Please take the mic.
Thank you, DDMSN. Good morning, everyone. A journey through my life. Toastmaster Hussain, are you sure this was your first icebreaker speech? First speech in Toastmasters?
Yes, it was.
Well, I highly doubt that, even though you say otherwise. It was really impressive the way you started your speech. I have never seen anyone delivering their icebreaker speech in this manner. It was very impressive the way you presented yourself. It was purely a storytelling style, You started in a chronological manner, just like how you read in book stories, once upon a time. You started asking us questions. The first thing that connects you with your audience is that ask them a question. And that's what you did. Everyone was intrigued. They were completely hooked with what you are going to say next. And we all were expecting that what is going to be next. The thing that I really liked is that first you kept everyone on their toes, you hooked everyone, and then you started the storytelling plan. They say that storytelling is something which connects you on a deeper level to every individual. And there you were sharing your own story. So I really like the way you have structured your speech. I like there was a proper introduction, a main body, and then you ended it with a beautiful quote of one of my favorite poets, Faiz and Faiz. I really loved how you drive into a very chronological manner. The transition was awesome. It was very well connected with each phase. I really like how you divided your 26 years of life into 5-6 phases, and you highlighted, you gave us a background, who Hussein is, what number does he comes into the family, and how many siblings you have. So now when we see, we know, okay, who Hussein is, what he has been, what were the phases of his life. I would say as a speaker, you have all the qualities of an aspiring speaker. You were natural the way you were presenting yourself. There was clarity. Everything was easily understandable when you were presenting yourself. There was proper structuring of your speech content, which was marvelous. And I also like you're confident. It was natural. You were able to connect with your audience. You know when to pause, when to stop. Now, since this is your first speech and I really want you to reach to greater heights, so I want to, there's something that I really want you to challenge yourself, is that you took 5 minutes and 15 seconds. You still had 1 more minute. I want you to speak more on it. The challenge for you would be to try to speak more. You had 5 phases. Maybe if you could have elaborated a little bit, or maybe touch a little bit on these phases, it would have been amazing. This is one thing that I would like to tell you as a challenge. And one feedback would be, whenever you're planning to present a presentation, it is always nice to test it before the meeting begins, so that you can save everyone's time who is present in the meeting, and you will even save your time. Because when we are testing last minute, sometimes we fumble, sometimes we make mistakes. So in general, I would say that you were a natural storyteller, you were confident, there was clarity. I really like the structuring, how you have broken down your speech into different parts. My only feedback, or something that you can challenge yourself, try to use your time more, try to speak more. And one feedback would be, do test your presentations beforehand, presenting at any meeting. I wish you all the best for your future meetings and your future projects. Thank you. Over to you, DTNSM.
Thank you, Team Medat. Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Medat, for your valuable feedback. And now coming the second evaluator, someone you have already seen her as the acting president of today's meeting, someone who is also the vice president membership. If in the audience the guest wants to join and know more details about how to be part of Universal Toastmasters Club, she is the one you have to contact. She is going to soon celebrate her first anniversary. In where? Not marriage, in Toastmasters fraternity in the month of September. She is a free-spirited, risk-taker, enthusiastic about new things, and she tries every single day to be the best version of herself. Can you guess who that is? Yes, that is the acting president of today, Toastmaster Bia, on a stage.
Thank you, DTM Javed Khan. So, they say that when you do something for the first time, it will be very exciting. And I hark back to the speech of TM Naveen. I can see that excitement in you. So I would like to congratulate you for delivering your icebreaker speech excellently and successfully. Your speech entitled Unfolding a Book, A Journey to My Life, has made me so curious what your story will be. And as you have begun your speech, I love how you started it with a quote, which made me want to listen and know more. Secondly, you have structured your speech in the best way possible. You have divided it you have divided your life journey in 5 phases, starting from your childhood down to the most recent journey you have with us with Toastmasters Club. This aside, you have also transitioned each part smoothly with stories that sparks interest. As I could remember, you have shared stories about your grandparents. This enabled me to grasp all the details that made me glued to my seat up until the end. Next, I'd like to also commend you for being so promising on stage, for standing up and showing some physical gestures accordingly. You have also maintained eye contact with your audience, which is very important when delivering a speech because it helps you connect with the audience. More importantly, you have also spoken with clarity. You have spoken clearly and understandably with just the right amount of voice variety, right from the speed and the volume. But of course, there's always a room for improvement. And that is why we're here in Toastmasters because we want to improve every time. So my advice to you perhaps TM Naveen is to make yourself more comfortable on stage. Since you are standing while delivering your speech, maybe you can maybe walk a little to make use of your stage. And also it would be best if you could show some expression to give out some emotion in your speech. But overall, you did a very great job and keep on pushing yourself as I can see that you are a very promising star in the Universal Toastmasters Club. Thank you. Over to you, DTM Javed.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bia, for your feedback and evaluation. The last but not the least, now we have Toastmaster Wafa Khan. You have already heard her in the table topic session. She is an educationist and a life coach by profession, but most important thing is that she is a mother of 4. In life, the motto is learning process, and that's what keeps her going. In Toastmasters, she has gone till the division level and scored 2nd. So late but not least, congratulations Toastmaster Farhan for that. And now it is your time to present your feedback and evaluation for our 3rd speaker, Toastmaster Abdul Subhan. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. Right, now I would like to ask my speaker, Abdul Subhan, are you the current Arjun, the twin brothers? So you feel the pain and the other brother feels the pain? Or you see him in dream and you know what's happening? How exciting was your revealing speech? I absolutely loved it. Right, here is the great things about your speech. And you just kept me hooked to what you were telling. I absolutely love that it was your icebreaker speech, but you stood up and you delivered as we should. You were using the stage properly. And you began by asking the question, who has that friend that stands by you? Now, what a relatable question is that? I wonder, I still think, how many times in our lives do we keep thinking about that? Absolutely fantastic. You did that and you engaged us, but what was the beauty of your speech was you immediately moved on to the gratitude part, and then you came to how grateful we need to be for what we have. Now, this was an absolute reminder, 2 strong things. You related well, and then you hooked us to the gratitude part. You also then asked a question about, are you grateful? And then as I kept listening to your speech, it revealed that you have a twin brother, you have a brother and he's your twin brother. And then you went back into your time and you told us the story about the well. And I'm like thinking about where you live, there's a well and how high was the wall, and good action play over there doing that. What I really, really like is you added some humor to it. What a speech when you have a humor to that speech. Now, what I'm going to encourage you, keep using that humor. Keep adding humor to your speeches. It is, when I hark back to how I spoke and how I gave my speeches, the confidence only develops when you keep on delivering the same, keep on trying. So practice will bring confidence in you. So don't lose your cool over here. Like you said, you kept your cool, you didn't lose it. Now here is the thing that I would like you to apply in your second speech, as your objective suggests. Raise your camera. You're a good candidate to go for a contest. Now you will be evaluated for a good speech, but also for your visuals as well. So raise your camera, bring it to the level where I'm looking at you like I put some boxes up, bring out some boxes, dig into your storeroom and pile them up and put the laptop or whatever device you have. And at the end, don't forget, the powerful tool to any speech is pause. Add the pause at the end and then tell me, if you're grateful, I'll surely give you more. That's all you need to do, just like that. And that was a brilliant speech. Congratulations. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster today.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Wafa. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Bia. And thank you so much, Toastmaster Midhat, for all valuable feedback. And thank you, Lisa, as well. Can you tell us, Lisa, if all the evaluators have achieved the timing?
Yes, as we have harked today to all the beautiful speeches and the evaluations, and again, Wafa, I heard you using the word hark so beautifully. So we all qualify, and the evaluations were Midhat 3 minutes 24 seconds, Bea 2 minutes and 33 seconds, Wafa 3 minutes and 9 seconds. Thank you very much. Over to you, Javed.
All right. Thank you so much, Lisa, for being so attentive and harking all the time. And you can see the link now in the chat box. Very quick. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rasa, for that. And we have 3 evaluators, Toastmaster Meda, Toastmaster Bia, and Toastmaster Wafa Khan. So again, all the Toastmasters who are member from anywhere in the world, they have this privilege to vote for the best evaluator. Click on the link, go there and select your best evaluator. It is your time to vote. If you have done it, you can show thumbs up. So just to give me indication that you are done, so that I can move ahead in the meeting. All right, so far so good, and I believe that you all have been enjoying, and you have seen now the first report in terms of evaluation. And now again, it is time to call upon the stage our other role players that I have introduced in the beginning. So we had word of the day master today, Toastmaster Rasa. I believe she has been harking all the uses of the word of the day. What a beautiful word we had. So Toastmaster Rasa, can you present your report to us, please?
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster Javed. And thank you everyone who made an effort to use this word, hark. So in total, throughout this meeting, we used this word 13 times, and with me would be 15 times. And I will go through each and every one. So Azarm used it once, Toastmaster Javed used it 5 times, Tara used it once, Toastmaster Lisa used it 3 times, Toastmaster Wafa used it twice, and Toastmaster Bear used it once as well. Thank you very much for using this word, and I will hark back to it in the future, thinking how nice it was. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Javed.
All right, thank you so much. So word of the day has been launched today on 20th August in Universal Toastmasters Club, and now you are eligible to use it as long as you want. So whenever you use it, you will harking back the word of the day. All right, so let's move ahead. And as I said, we had also someone who was watching all the grammatical errors, and let's see how many errors we have made and what are the corrections, what the good usage, and something that we need to improve. And for that, we have Toastmaster Archa on virtual stage.
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Javed. So all of them were bang on with respect to their grammar, and I didn't have much job to do. But some good usages were like Toastmaster Hussein used Toastmaster Naveen used, life is what happens when we are busy making plans. Toastmaster Midad said, you need to know your alphabets to form words, and many more like that. So that's it about my grammatical report, and R's were very less. Um, there wasn't much to count other than what I used just now. So over to you, Toastmaster Jati.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Archa, for your report, and thank you for being attentive since the very beginning, even without introducing your role to the meeting. So really hats off to you. All right, guys, now it is time to call upon someone, I would say a genius person, all right? Because she has been noticing each and everything in our meeting. And for the guest, I know she will introduce her role as well. We call it General Evaluator, the one who gives us overall feedback how this particular meeting number 38 went, what was good, and what are the areas that, as a whole, Universal Toastmasters Club's leadership team has to improve. Someone now, she is currently, I would say, that a member of Muhaisna Toastmasters Club. She has already revealed for how long she has been into Toastmasters fraternity, and I would hark back easily that when we met for the first time in DIC, Dubai Internet City Toastmasters Club, and that was my home club. A passionate member, I would say, by nature someone who loves to teach and train and motivate and encourage. Always, all the time, not only when the contest comes. All right? And we had a deal that if she comes as general evaluator today in this meeting, I will give her at least 20 subscribers to her YouTube channel, right? So I will share with you all the links. She has been putting amazing stuff that you want to do any role. So I'll share with you the link, and you can just click the link, subscribe the channel, and you know who that is. Okay, no further delay. That is our own DTM Nana Saju on virtual stage.
Thank you so much, DTM Hassan. I think that was a very nice catch. Though I didn't, there was no promise or discussion based on that, but that's a good thing. I think I should work on that pitch, going to all the clubs and guys, I'm ready to do general evaluation.
Good
Just
idea,
a
right?
promise. Yeah, brilliant idea. Thank you so much, everybody. And how are we doing today? Come on, use the reaction button. And all those people not on camera, use the reaction button. How are we doing today? Well, today we put forth best of our day. Ours, I must say, for something more productive than just scanning through your phone. So we attended this genius session with lots of learning, very good speeches, fantabulous evaluation session, and lots and lots of learnings. Very impressive was the table topic session, that when you were called for, we hardly had people who are rising and coming forward for the speeches. But once the timer said the time is up, then we had people who came up and said, can I go? And I think that is very positive, because we are spreading that energy to rest of the people, that it's okay to fumble, it's okay to fall, it's okay to try. Okay, just come forward and try it. So now also I want to request all the guests out here, please put it in chat box that you want to join the club. Yeah, just take that step. Just face your fear. Put it in the chat box, especially guests. Tell them, my name is so-and-so, and I want to join Universal Toastmasters Club. Come on, do that. Yeah, now that DTM Hassan has given me 20 subscribers, might as well give me some members to the club. But fantastic, we had almost 25 members in the beginning of the session, 26 I think, and we still have 22. So we are very lucky. I mean, the meeting is going on really very, very well. With that note, thank you so much, Universal Toastmaster, for giving me this opportunity. Let me start with the Sergeant at Arms. Wow, pretty Sergeant at Arms is a good catch for any club, I must say. She was in full control of the meeting. She was like, what is the word I used here? Yeah, she had full control. She was creative, she spoke about her background. She brought in little humor that maybe she's going out of the screen, and she made us feel connected as soon as she came to the screen. So thank you, Toastmaster Rasa, for that wonderful Sergeant at Arms opening. Then we had Bia, the acting president. Only thing I want to tell Bia is, relax, Bia, and smile more often. You are the president of the club, at least the acting one. Grab that opportunity. I know you felt like, oh my God, so many guests. How will I handle the president? Right? Yes, I got you there. But you did a fantabulous job. I mean, you invited all the guests and they were very nice to introduce themselves. And you spoke about the Toastmaster intro. It's very nice. Just keep on doing this more often. Ask your president to take off alternative meetings and do it yourself, the presidential address. And then we had the genius. He brings in amazing theme. I know how he gets in some unique way to, clinges to his topic, and he brings in this amazing topic. So he was very simple. He did not overpowered the meeting. He was acting as a host. He brought in a theme. He just did his role very sincerely. And because most of the time we have TMODs who like take 10-15 minutes of the beginning, and then all the guests are like, okay, when is the meeting going to start? No, he just had simple 2-3 steps, and he said, hold on, I will be coming back to you with the further topics. So that is what I liked about you, DTM Hassan. Everyone kept on saying Javed Khan. I think I always know you as Hassan, so probably you have to rename yourself. Right. Then we had introduction of the role players, timers, and all that. And then we had, again, Toastmaster Rasa coming up with the beautiful word of the day. I have heard about this word, but hardly I have used this word. So thank you so much for bringing in this word. Yeah, this is what sentence I wrote for you. Seemed very well controlled and confident. So this is what I wrote for you. So thank you for that word. And then we moved on to the speakers. Wow, what a fantastic icebreaker. Yeah, as the evaluator Midat mentioned, but it did not seem like he was doing it for the first time. Opening question, BFS. Okay, yeah. BFS also, I thought, I'm not sure if this person is asking the same question, because in sales terms, we use it as category, it's banking, finance, services. It is BFSI, so I did not mention it. It is banking, financial services, and insurance. When you're, education sector, banking sector. But then, good that I kept my mouth shut. The baby face syndrome. Fantastic, Hussein. I think you have got a little spark in you to be a fantabulous speaker, maybe a humorous speaker. So I would request the club to assign him an appropriate mentor, so that in next speeches he's guided very well. Though using slides is a good idea, but for icebreaker, I think we can avoid. But yes, of course, you had the beautiful pictures to show. So going forward, if you're doing an icebreaker or you're doing any kind of speeches, avoid the slides, because first of all, we are on Zoom. And then again, the slide is taking 90% of the screen, wherein you're showing in the edge that 10%. And then you also had a question that guess my age, okay? Wherein you have put up the slide and then we have to guess your age. So there was a little bit of a mismatch there. So going forward, you can avoid the slides if at all possible. Let me also congratulate you that Midat did an encouraging evaluation. She was very kind for icebreaker, and she's a natural evaluator. She's been winning contest also. And for this meeting, she also did a contest style of evaluation. Especially, I like the summary part, which she reiterated. Then coming back to the second speaker, a man from the land of rivers, Naveen. Good attempt on your speeches. You can be a little relaxed. Yeah. It is a friendly club, right? This is our own club. So it can be a friendly club. And Bia gave a very good evaluation on that. Just that, Bia, just look into, study the evaluation, how Middat does. So if you're going for contest, it is always suggested to do the summary. To summarize the entire point. That's the only thing which you missed. But it was encouraging and it was positive and good feedback. Then we had the champion Wafa for evaluating Abdul Suhan. Abdul Suhan, this is the only point I wanted you to do in your speech. You are a very good storyteller. And I'm not sure if you're a sports person or so, because you had that, which actually, when you did it, we also got energy when you were doing that. Let me go for it. And it was so encouraging. It was so nice to see you doing that. And it's a very nice tip. Imagine you're in front of in the middle of the speech, you're just giving that fresh breath of air and a nice story between you and your brother. You can make it a little crisp, which will happen over and over again when you do your speech over and over and again. So work on your speech, work with your evaluator. She has given you a good suggestions. So incorporate it in next meeting. So Wafa, good job there. Fantastic evaluation. Let's go back to the next important segment wherein I started with table topic, because for me that was the highlight of the meeting, wherein speakers were like, no, I don't want to speak. And then suddenly people come back. Isn't it, Middat? It happens very rare, right? That people step up and say, I want to try. So that blew me off. So we had almost, we were planning to conclude with 3 speakers, but we doubled it with 6 speakers. So congratulations, Middat, Archa, Aisha, Jamil, Wafa, and Sid for going for table topics. Fantastic. And then we also had Archa doing a grammarian role. I think you can do a little bit good job there. And for that reason, you need to subscribe to my channel. I have a fantastic grammarian role video there. I'm sorry, I had to do that. And that's it for me, guys. I really enjoyed this Friday. I hope you all have best of the day and you make best use out of it. Over to you, Tia Mori.
Thank you so much. And a special thank to you, because I know what was the situation, because we have many role players because of the celebration season. They're not available here. But thank you so much, DTM Nayana, for that the last time you came. And I hope that you will have enough subscribers today. All right. And regarding my name, it was, for some people, it was like not easy to call me Ahsan, so that I changed for comfort of the audience, Javed Khan. So it's been a fantastic meeting for me as a host of today. And before I hand over the virtual stage to my acting president of today, I would love to go back to the theme, and I would still ask how many geniuses are there still remaining in the meeting. So let's see on the screen what you can see here. Can anybody just turn on the mic and say what is written here?
Risk takers.
Risk takers. Who are the risk takers? Someone who can jump from this height?
Not exactly, sir. Who had the courage to step out?
Yes, who has the courage to come in the next meeting and present the first speech. All right. Let's move on to the next slide. I'm just about to finish it. What does this image indicate for anyone?
Time management?
Time management. All right. Who else?
Yes, time limit.
Scheduling.
Scheduling, time limit, and all. But here is a thing: thumbs not up, thumbs down. Which means for me, okay, Genius people, as per the definition, obviously I have done some research, and you may agree, you may disagree completely. As someone who does not follow the routine, I don't know, I agree with that. And now the question comes back again, which I had asked in the beginning: are you a genius? If you're not now, tomorrow you are a genius. All right, so these are the traits and characteristics of the genius. If you Google it, you will find thousands, hundreds, and many from all the ages till today. But you know who the best genius is? Just after the meeting or tomorrow in the morning, the person whom you see for the first time in the mirror, and just see who the genius is. All right, so that is the genius you are going to work on and being more genius. And now it is the time for the acting president to get feedback from the guest and who want to join and they want to be part of it, and the certificate ceremony and all norms and the protocol. So I'll call again with thank that all my especially guests who came from the other clubs, especially DTM Nana. TM Wafa Khan has left, so I'm missing her. I still see guests. So guests, we have presented the best we could and we can. But I believe one thing: if you want to go fast, walk alone. But if you want to go far, walk together. And that is something Toastmasters family. All right, the stage is yours, Toastmaster Bia.
Thank you, TMOD Javed Khan. So thank you so much, and a round of applause for steering us safely to a successful meeting. And I hope this meeting has helped everyone, especially our guests, to bring out the genius within all of us. So, to our guests who actively participated and who joined for today, we thank you from the bottom of our heart, and especially to all the members who organized this meeting. Thank you for making this possible. So, moving on, it's now time to. I'm sorry? So moving on, it's now time to announce our winners for the prepared speeches, table topics, and evaluation. So I know that everyone has prepared for today's meeting, and every one of us has delivered the speeches well enough. But there is always someone who stood out from the rest. So I will announce the winner for the prepared speeches, and that is our very own Toastmasters Hussein. Let's give a round of applause to Toastmaster Hussein. Congratulations. And then for the evaluator, we have Toastmaster Wafa, who is not here anymore, who left the meeting. But congratulations to Toastmaster Wafa. And for the tiebreaker, we have, for the table topic speeches, we have a tiebreaker between TM Midhat and TM Wafa Khan. Congratulations. So right now, I don't have the certificates, but we will surely send it to you, especially to you, Toastmaster Hussein. So we'll send it to your email or WhatsApp. So now, before we officially end this meeting, I would like to take this opportunity to ask our guests for feedback. And at the same time, this is also a great opportunity for all of you to ask for clarifications and whatnot. So, anyone who would like to ask or give feedback from our guests, please, it would be very helpful for us. So,
Hi.
yes, Paul, please.
I would like to have a feedback. Guys, thank you, and I learned a lot from this meeting. I'm sorry earlier I was a bit shy, I must admit, but I'm sure next time I'll make up to you guys, and wish you all the best. Enjoy your weekend, guys, and thank you for this additional knowledge, and especially the word of the day. I learned a lot. Thank you so much, guys.
We look forward to meeting you for the next meeting, Paul. And how about our other guests?
May I?
Yes, sure, please.
First of all, a great thank to all of the Toastmasters for such a beautiful platform, and especially to the President Bia and Ma'am to present the work hack. We have been hacking to the speeches of the evaluators and the table topic speakers and the prepared speech, and I'm still means it is a very first time I have been this to platform, and I can say that I have never been to any platform where I have spoken this much. Means for me, whatever I'm speaking, it is too much, and I'm still afraid. Means I think if I join and I cannot give a icebreaker speech like the Mr. Hussein, Naveen, and the other. Actually, sorry, I don't remember the name. And all of them have done the icebreaker speech very well. But for me, I'm still very afraid. I means I'm shaking when I'm talking like this. So I request that how can I join the next such meetings like this, because I think I will go on for some more meetups like this, and then I will definitely join the Toastmaster.
Definitely. One thing I would like to tell you, Miss Ayesha, if it scares you, you have to do it. I'll share with you my contact number, or you can drop your contact number so I could reach you out. Yes. So we also have other guests is there anyone who would like to speak up, share their experience on their Toastmasters for today's meeting? How about Miss Desiree?
Hi. Yeah, I was about to actually volunteer, and I was really surprised and amazed at how organized this agenda is. I was just like looking for checking the timing. The timing is a bit off, but it was very insightful, and I think this is my first time to actually join Toastmasters, and I think if you would kindly let me know how to apply and become a member, then perhaps you can help me speed up the process. And I would really want to learn more from you, because this would really help me gain more self-confidence in my work. And to follow through all those, just to give you my feedback from everyone, like everyone really did a very good job. Although there's a lot of people still having a lot of pauses, they're quite nervous, and I would be too if I were there. I will be doing the same speech as them, but they did a very good job, and I was very surprised how detailed this program is, and I would be very much. It would be very. I would really appreciate if I could be part of this team in the future. So congratulations, everyone, and job well done. 2 thumbs up.
Thank you, Miss Desiree. That's why Toastmaster is here to help each other, to build everyone up. So you could send us your contact number below, or I will flash my. One moment, I'll share something to all of you so you would be able to see the screen. Sorry, one moment.
That's fine.
Okay, I'll share maybe later. So, is there anyone from the guests who would like to speak up? Do we have any more guests left here? Mr. Jamil, I know you are soon to be a Toastmaster. So I've been communicating with Mr. Jamil, and he's very interested, and we hope to see you again back to the next meeting. Is there anything that feedback or anything that we can help you with? Any more questions that you would like to clarify? Feel free to speak it out.
No questions. It's just that I'm a big procrastinator, so that's why I haven't done the payment. Otherwise, I would have joined.
No worries about that.
So next time probably I might. Definitely.
Yes, no worries. You could always join as guest. You are very welcome here in Toastmasters.
Thank you so
So,
much.
yeah. So we love to see you all again in our next meeting. And we would love you to join again. And here sharing on the screen, you can shoot us an email to universal tmc2020 at gmail.com for further information or questions, or you can drop me a message to my contact number, and you can also share your contact number where I could reach you. So in behalf of Universal Toastmaster Club, I officially adjourn meeting number 38. Thank you so much.